What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with another video. Now, the New Year's Eve edition of SmackDown is a best of with Michael Cole and Pat McAfee looking at the top 10 WWE moments of 2021, with Becky Lynch also making an appearance to join the festivities. So consequently, in that format, we won't be looking at the 31st December edition of SmackDown, but we will examine the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including Tony Khan is under fire and getting nuclear heat about comments he made about Big Swole, AEW's new couple, Toni Storm destined for AEW, Nia Jax OnlyFans account, Betty White passes away, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Now let's hit the intro and get straight into the first story. Our first story looks at nuclear level heat on Tony Khan as he's under fire for comments about Big Swole. Topping today's news is the nuclear level heat AEW president Tony Khan is facing after he responded to criticism from Big Swole, who parted ways with AEW on 30th November 2021 after she and AEW reached a mutual understanding. Swole spoke about her podcast about her time in AEW and what she saw as flaws in the company, beginning with the women's division. "I felt like the women shouldn't have gone through everything they went through just to get on TV or get time. You're signed to this big company, you should get time. All these men are getting time, but the women weren't getting anything, or you're not putting people on television because more people are coming in." Swole's comments reflect a concern that's often been raised by fans, AEW's ever-growing roster, and the lack of opportunities for wrestlers to get time on television. She also discussed the promotion's loose structure and that the company needs more order. Swole then addressed what she felt is a major problem in the company. Outside of lack of structure, their biggest issue, which is diversity. "I do not beat around the bush when it comes to diversity in my people. There is no representation, truly, and when there is, it does not come across in the black community as genuine. At all. I don't know why everybody is so afraid to accept it or say it, but it's not a good look." Swole continued a discussion on the company's lack of representation, saying, "What happens is you have this wonderful company that treats people like family, but there is nobody that looks like me that is represented at the top in the room with them. They're not helping to necessarily influence decisions, but to explain why certain slang and certain words shouldn't be said. There's no one else who can explain our culture and experience except for us." The former AEW star pointed out she did not have any bad blood with Tony Khan, but felt that she needed to express her concern. But if there wasn't bad blood between Swole and Khan, there may be now, as Tony Khan took to Twitter defending AEW with the following tweet. "The top 2 AEW execs are Brown, me and Mega, Jade, Bowens, Caster, Dante, Nyla, Isaiah, Mark Quinn, all won on TV this month. The TBS title tournament has been very diverse. I let Swole's contract expire as I felt her wrestling wasn't good enough." As you can imagine, Tony Khan's response has led to a flood of responses on social media as fans and wrestlers blast him. Khan's remarks have led to Big Swole trending on social media, with fans and wrestlers commenting on Big Swole's accusations and Tony Khan's reply. Khan's comments led to some social media blowback, including this remark from Swole's husband, current WWE superstar Cedric Alexander. "A little defensive, huh?" AEW wrestler Darius Lockhart tweeted, "Absolutely not. This is completely disrespectful, not only to Swole, but to the black community that AEW has been consistently not listened to. I want to be a part of the change AEW so desperately needs, but you're showing that you're willingly missing the point. It takes more than meeting a quota. It takes more than predominant wins that you can count off a single tweet. Your tactless response to Swole's valid critiques have now shown us all what you truly think, or don't think, about us as a community when we voice our concerns." Current AEW star Lio Rush tweeted the following, saying, "If nobody says something, then I will, because this is effed up and now I'm pissed. Apologize, Tony Khan." But what about Khan's supporters, as some came to the defense of him? AEW star Tay Conti tweeted a defense of AEW saying, "As y'all know, I'm Latina and I know the struggles. I have an accent and cutting promo on national television is not something that you normally see, but AEW and TK make me feel comfortable and not ashamed of doing it." Also, powerhouse Will Hobbs also spoke up for AEW, tweeting the following, "I've been featured in some heavy-ass spots since being signed to AEW, as well as other minorities. Now TK has put me in spots at the right time that meant something. Punk, Christian Cage, Brian Cage, and Hangman, and especially running in and saving Mox. The company has been there since the passing of my mother. Cody and QT Marshall played a tremendous part in getting me signed. Lastly, if you have an issue with someone, pick up the phone." Now, this isn't the first time AEW has been criticized for its lack of diversity, and while some critics seem motivated for the desire to cascade the WWE rival for any reason, a lack of diversity in AEW is a serious problem if it exists. While we can't explore that topic in our news video, it's worth mentioning that both Khan and Swole's current remarks contradict past remarks made by each of them. First, it's important to recall the circumstances of Big Swole joining and later leaving AEW. As noted by Fightful, on November 30th, Big Swole announced that she and AEW had mutually parted ways. Swole was officially signed by AEW in December 2019 after appearing in the Casino Battle Royal at All Out 2019 and making regular appearances on AEW Dark. She was sidelined in early 2021 when it was revealed that she had been battling Crohn's disease. Tony Khan praised Big Swole's work at one point in her AEW run, leading to some fans questioning whether Khan's critique of Swole's work was a knee-jerk reaction. Khan's past reactions to criticism have led to some people calling him thin-skinned, including a recent incident where a Fox reporter questioned AEW's success and Khan said AEW outdraws Fox's news shows. Big Swole issued a statement via Twitter when she announced she was leaving, saying, "I've enjoyed my time with AEW and wish them all the best. I appreciate their love and welcoming me into the family. Today is my last day, and as bittersweet as it is, I'm proud to say that I've lived my dreams while making a difference." That's the Swole mentality. And did Tony Khan go too far with his reply to Big Swole? Was there a need to criticize Big Swole's work, in effect attacking her rather than her message? What do you guys think of the whole situation? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, AEW's new couple. Congratulations to current AEW stars Sammy Guevara and Tay Conti, who are now officially a couple. Sammy tweeted a photo of himself and Conti sharing a smooch as they brought in the new year. 2022 is going to be fun. Conti tweeted a photo of her and her new boyfriend along with the message, "Happy 2022. Next up, Toni Storm headed to AEW. Could former WWE superstar Toni Storm be headed to AEW now that she's gone from the WWE? Well, retired wrestler Dutch Mantel recently discussed the situation, noting Storm can't contact Khan right now. "I'm genuinely happy for Toni Storm. She said I don't want to do it because I don't want to stress myself out, but you gotta think one thing, Tony Khan is there in Jacksonville. If she had a conversation with him which is against the rules, being in contract with one company and you're talking to another company, that's a breach of contract." But he also raised the issue of whether there's room in AEW for Storm. "I don't think she's throwing her wrestling career away. I think she has plans on going to AEW eventually. I think they can only take so many. How much money is he going to shell out for people to sit at home?" The current AEW Women's Champion Britt Baker recently tweeted a photo of Storm with the NXT Women's Championship, which led to speculation that Baker would like to wrestle her. It's unknown if Storm is under a 90-day non-compete clause, and there's also the question of whether Storm, who reportedly left the WWE due to burnout, would want to get back into the ring in the immediate future. Next up, Nia Jax talks OnlyFans account. A former WWE superstar, Nia Jax's recent remarks that she's looking to get into a business outside of wrestling led to some horn dogs asking whether these ventures might include not safe for work fun. During a recent Instagram Q&A, a fan asked Jax if she was going to start an OnlyFans account, to which she answered, Another fan was more direct, asking Jax if she planned on doing any adult films or opening an OnlyFans account. But this time Jax made her intentions clear, responding, "Absolutely not. Never considered it." I'm optimist might take Jax's answers, leaving the door open for such work in the near future, but for now, Jax seems focused on working on a new project involving her farm. Finally, WWE mourns the loss of Betty White. The world is mourning the loss of Betty White, who passed away at her home on 31st December, just weeks before her 100th birthday. Miss White was known for her many TV appearances and film roles, but is best remembered by wrestling fans for her 10th February 2014 appearance guest hosting Raw. The WWE issued a statement, an excerpt which follows. The WWE is saddened to learn that Betty White has passed away at the age of 99. White holds the Guinness Book of World Records achievement for longest TV career for a female entertainer, with a career that spans over 8 decades. An 8-time Emmy Award winner, White was a special guest host on Monday Night Raw in 2014, where she promised to kick some ass, and she delivered. Now, Miss White is believed to have died from natural causes. TMZ.com reporting, a source close to Betty tells TMZ she didn't have any sudden illness, nor was she battling any particular ailment. We were told she's believed to have died from natural causes. Emergency responders, including police, showed up at her home Friday morning as a standard procedure. We'd like to send our heartfelt condolences to Mrs. White's friends and family. But there you have it, folks, the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know. Be sure to leave your comments down below. I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.